What is up, you guys? It is me here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about AFC West's biggest needs. Now, I have made the NFC West video about a month ago now, and I'm like, you know what? Since I have really no ideas of what to do outside of rebuilds, which I don't want to do another one of those, let's just do a AFC West biggest needs. And obviously we're starting off with the Denver Broncos, which has unfortunately been the pretty much the worst, the most disappointing team in football, if it's not been the most disappointing. It's kind of, up there with the Rams, but I think a lot of us were expecting this team to be a playoff contender, but it really turned out to be a backfire. But starting off is the QB position. It could really just be a year wonder or just terrible coaching, but the QB was not really that good. I am very disappointed in that regard, and honestly, I'm wondering if they're regretting just to keep Drew Lock as their QB. Even if he sucks, he hasn't been as terrible as Russell Wilson was this season, at least. And the next one will be wide receiver. I think their running back is pretty fine. And pretty much what I'm trying to say is that every position is a need on offense outside of running back again. Quarterback, unless Sean Payton can fix Russell Wilson like he was in Seattle, it's not going to be a need. Wide receivers, pretty big need. They don't have any really true number one receivers. Maybe Courtland Sutton, but you need to get more receivers. Tight end, unless Great Dutch can be their answer at tight end, I don't really see them having a good tight end this year. The O-line is really not that good. It really needs some big fixing up, and it really could use that necessary need. And then you got the defensive line, which mainly was because of the departures of Von Miller and Gregory not being in, and also the departure of Brandon Chubb during the deadline. So, yeah, that's a lot of things. But then you got the Raiders, which one of them I already have to mention is the coaching. Because the fact that they didn't hire Rich Bisaccia and then instead hire Josh McDaniels is a very questionable move at first. And now a lot of people are going to be interested, but I don't really see Derek Carr as a bad QB. I just don't see him being a good fit in a Josh McDaniels team. I'm sorry, but he was playing pretty good last year with Rich Bisaccia as the head coach, rather than, Josh McDaniels as the head coach. So I'm just saying those facts. But yeah, I guess so. If he is going to be gone, which I'm pretty sure he will be because of his mammoth contract. Safe to say they're going to need a QB. You know what's another need? Wide receiver. Now you're going to see a common theme here. There are going to be a ton of needs on the roster. Now, Hunter Renfrow was out for most of the year, so I can't see that as an excuse of why this receiving core was pretty bad outside of Devontae Adams. But, that's it. They don't have any remarkable playmakers. And also, tight end is a big need. Darren Waller has really not been staying healthy, and that's just the reason why they should probably just cut him and try to just rebuild the team in general. And that's just kind of my opinion. And also, another one is the offensive line. The offensive line wasn't really that good this year. It's kind of just really not even that good. It doesn't have a ton of old talent there, which is the biggest concern with this team, which is why, in my opinion, Derek Carr is just set up for failure this year because it's a terrible team around him. And it wasn't just that as well. The nose tackle has been a very big hole at that defense. You know what's another need? Linebacker. There hasn't really been a ton of big players on the linebacking core, corners, and a safety. And now we're on to the Chiefs, which I really think I have to talk about anything here because the Chiefs really have just a complete roster in general. But if I do gotta say some big needs with this team, is gonna be edge rusher. Edge rusher has been a very big need for this team for pretty much a while. George Karlaftis has yet to be that guy at the pass rush position. Frank Clark isn't the answer. Sorry. But yeah, Frank Clark isn't the answer. They need a pass rush to complement Chris Jones and what he's doing on the defensive line. And, it's another need corner. I know Trent McDuffie has been playing all right this season, but you're going to need more than one corner outside of Jadarius Sneed and also Trent McDuffie to fix the secondary and also safety. And then you got the Chargers, which this is a very unfortunate team of how bad they've been playing because it's kind of really not. They don't have a ton of holes around the roster, really. But if there are holes, there are holes. And one of them is wide receiver or tight end because or both technically, they really just in general need a number third guy. Because, for example, players like Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, they were getting injured most of the season. And you have Jarvis Palmer playing all right, which that's all right to us. But they should probably address the receiving position in the draft. Because, hey, that's kind of one of the big reasons why. And really coming to think about it, that's kind of it. Outside of maybe D-line and linebacker is also one big need. I think that's it. This team is very good as it is right now. It's just they have a couple of needs that really have been, destroying the roster, unfortunately. Again, it's really been because of that and poor production and also with not such great coaching is also very interesting. And here's the issue I have with this team is that Brandon Staley is a head coach of a defensive mind. He hasn't really been showing that good defensive mind. Their offense has been good under Brandon Staley in some cases, but their defense hasn't really been producing. For example, let's say the Jaguars game, and this is kind of just Brandon Staley's coaching. One half, it's good, it's amazing, and then one half, it's just garbage. That's not what's gonna get you to go into the Super Bowl. And I am sorry, but I just don't see the Chargers ever winning the Super Bowl, which is very unfortunate because they're just known for choking very big games, and it's kind of unfortunate in that matter. And a lot of people would love to have them, attend for a Super Bowl or something, but it's really just been that poor coaching. It's really not leading them into a big direction. But anyways, guys, that will be it for the video. And anyways, peace.